What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron, and welcome to the Mad Maker Studio, and welcome back to Jennifer Wilde, Unlikely Revolutionaries. Our dad is dead, our mom stole his stuff, and we've got a funeral to prepare for and a mystery to solve. Did I mention we have Oscar Wilde here with us? He's a ghost. I need to throw some essentials into a suitcase. If only wit and fashion could pack so easily. Do you spy that apparition? Mon Dieu, I recognize that essence. It's my grandmama. This was her home, so it draws her spirit. However, to communicate with you, she will need a tether to anchor her temporarily. Papa confided in her about everything. During the war, he visited when he was on leave from the front. If anyone has insight to what happened, it will be her. Search for an object she prized highly. Like what? Grandmama, it's Jennifer. Can you help us? Nothing. Are you sure this is possible? If you find a physical item belonging to your grandmama, we may be able to draw her to this world for a short time. Cool. Surely, something around the apartment, but what if I switch places? Does that accomplish anything? Your father would have been proud of you, Jenny. Never believe otherwise. Country house. Do I want to go there now? Should I? I guess I got nothing else. At my apartment. Well then. Howdy. I know all of Mama's hiding places. I'll find it easily. Jean, I will protect your reputation for the sake of our daughter. Mother, stop. You're destroying his life. Me, you, we are his life. His distinguished career, his duty in the war, that's what I want remembered. You can't just destroy what doesn't fit into your perfect ideal. You can do as you wish in Paris, but this is a small town, Jennifer. Just a quick costume change. Mama, you must allow me to recover Papa's correspondence. We have much more to discuss, Mama. We have much more to discuss, Mama. You and Papa were happy for a time, I'm sure of it. The last funeral I attended was my grandmother's. Your grandmother's ridiculous hairpin. She willed it to me and asked that I wear it on special occasions. Her taste was always so gaudy. Great, can I have it? As you've often remarked, I have a penchant for the peculiar. Could I borrow it? Don't be flippant, Jennifer. You will get that from your father. I will do as she requested. I understand duty. You and Papa were happy for a time, I'm sure of it. Jennifer, your insistent prattle is putting me to sleep. Papa was valorous when his country needed him. I remember Papa, we insisted we play jazz at the reception. He wants to remember his, wartime stuff. Jennifer, you're wearing me out with your chatter. I remember Papa insisted that we play jazz at the reception. Oh yes, always listening to that caterwauling Sidney Bechet. You tire me out so, Jennifer. Score! This is Grandmama's favorite hat pin. A sentimental family heirloom could prove useful. Mama always disclaimed meme style, but I will treasure it. His papers and letters. I must save something. No, there's nothing in them that you need to read. Mama, I know all about Papa. He can't have told you. He swore he wouldn't. He served in the war as a doctor and saved the life of a man called Tipper. He told me he loved me, and then, later, he got his separation, but I demanded discretion. Mama, you're overwrought. You should go to bed. How likely is she to stay awake? I'm not leaving you with this perfidy. Can you do anything for me? Maybe we go back to the apartment. The best thing about Dieppe is the regular train service to Paris. Hopefully the intelligence we have gathered here will be put to good use. That was even more disastrous than I expected. But it assuages the guilt of leaving Mama. When deeply wounded, people are prone to lash out at those they love most. It was both my experience and my offense. You can't expect me to forgive her. After death, one cannot forget or seek forgiveness. That is our torture. Before death, is such power resides. Grandmama, it's Jennifer. Can you help us? Please, Meme. Come back. I'm so alone. Ma Fifier, you have drawn me through the veil. Meme, I'm so happy to see you. I've missed you so much, ma chérie. Not to intrude, but we may not have much time. Meme, this is Oscar. We have met. Meme, I'm heartbroken. Papa is... I know, Jenny. In my state, such knowledge is shared. Do you know what happened to Papa? Do you know a man called Tipper? Merci, Meme. Do you know what happened to Papa? Not everything is known to me, but I will illuminate what I can. Do you know a man called Tipper? Yes, your father met Tipper O'Grady during the war. They became good friends. They continued to meet after the war. Your mama never cared for Tipper, so Jean became secretive about meeting him. This infuriated your mama when she found out. They quarreled terribly about it. I met him at dinner in Paris on a couple of occasions. He had a beautiful Irish brogue, and he was passionate about politics. I will discover what happened. You are my resolute detective, but sometimes you forget to take care of yourself. Enjoy your splendid life. I will, Meme. What a treasure you have given me. To speak with you again. Few of the mysteries of the beyond rival this. Au revoir, Mamie. Je t'aime. How I miss her. It's so hard now Papa has passed. I must make them proud. She has supplied us with valuable intelligence. Perhaps we can coax your mother to speak frankly on this matter. Oscar, I never took you for an optimist. Death highlights the inconsequentials. Now I observe all that is possible and wish it made manifest. Cool. Who's that behind them? Mama, I really do know all about Papa's past. What do you think you know? Oh, I'm missing something else. So you do know. I tried to protect you. You are protecting yourself. You have no idea what I've endured. As usual, you take his side. You can read what remains, letters from the library, he called them. God only knows what Tipper and his brothers were writing in those papers. I do not have to explain myself to you. I'm going to bed. Can you rescue any of the papers? I'll do my damnedest. What a crime. So much is lost. Only one page remains. It's written in a foreign language. Can you read this? I can read French, Latin, Greek, and rudimentary Italian. Bully for you. What about this? It's Irish Gaelic. My mother could comprehend that, but I cannot. At least the address is in English, and it's in London. I must find out more. I'm going back to Old Blighty. My best friend from boarding school is a journalist in London. She'll put me up. Is this course of action wise? The good and the wise lead quiet lives, Euripides said. I did not take you for a dull man, Mr. Wilde. Indeed, I waged war on mundanity with vigor and an exquisite fashion sense. In honor of my father, let us be extraordinary. London and adventure beckons. Helena, I have some good news and some bad news. Aww. I'll be in London tomorrow. Can I stay with you? The bad news? Papa is dead. Aww. St. James Park, London. So I sneaked away from Mama and traveled here to discover the truth about Papa's death. Poor Jenny, it must have been a lonely journey. I had company. Surely you're not going to disclose my presence. She'll think you're crazy. Another harebrained Chevalier mystery, just like in school. You're looking picky, Jenny. Hang on. Are you seeing ghosts again? Oh, she already knows. She knows? I could never have survived that period without a confidant. Did it happen after your father died? Yes. That must have been so upsetting. It would have been if not for Oscar. Who? This is where the story gets intriguing. Tell me more. Is he here now? Yes, he's sitting on my left. Are you sure this is wise, Jennifer? Tell him De Profundis was incredibly moving, and I love an ideal husband. Your friend has excellent taste. I approve of her. Thank you, Helena, for your acceptance of my ability has always been a source of comfort. I could not have survived boarding school without you. You always have been remarkably sensible about your strange gift. And your friendship sustained me, too. Admit it, it made Latin classes more fun. I should have remembered our motto, acta non verba. And now you have a thrilling career in London. The chaps must be falling at your feet in droves. You were the one the boys always chased. The ones who chased me were fools, and the ones I longed for were chaste. Us career girls tend to scare away milquetoasts. It's better for us in the long run. As you traipse down memory lane, killers are loose on the street of London. Let's return our attention to my mystery, and we can catch up on old times later. This address on your letter, let me mark it on your map. Cool. Excellent. I shall go there immediately. It's a dangerous neighborhood, Jenny. Have a care. You're not invisible, you know. Your concern is noted. I will be cautious. You are a terrible liar. Adventure calls Helena. Toodaloo, Pip. Oh, that's the only option? Okay. Adventure calls Helena. Toodaloo, Toodle Pip. Whitechapel. Oh, Saint Mare, what a shambles. I fear there is worse to come. I don't think he's gonna answer you. What a ghastly sight. Do you recognize him? No, thankfully. He is not familiar to me. A small mercy in the midst of a terrible tragedy. Is there anything else I can click on? It's Tipper! He must be mortally injured. I can see his shade materializing. Please, help! What happened? I was shot! Who are you? I'm Jean's daughter from Paris. I found your letter in Irish, but that can wait. Hold on, I will run out and... No, it's too late. What a mess, what a waste. What can I do? The letter. Bring it to my associates, Liverpool Street Station, now! I don't know what that means. I don't understand. I'm sorry, Jennifer, he's passing. They'll help you find... Poor man, he's dead. He was terribly agitated about going to Liverpool Street Station. I can't just dash off and leave a cooling corpse. Let me mark it on your map. His ghost disappearing. Perhaps now he can explain. What is happening? My sympathies for your pain. I'm Jennifer Chevalier. Dr. Jean Chevalier was my father. I believe you knew him from the war? Jean, yes. A kind soul during that hellish nightmare. Did I mention I cannot do accents? Not very well. You and he were... It was hard to leave, but I had the wake. Jean understood duty. You became a librarian and kept in touch? I handled information in the library, yes, but not books. My memories are so muddled. Before you passed, you told me to go to Liverpool Street Station to meet your associates. Can they translate the letter? What letter? He died violently. It may cause confusion. Some things are so clear, like my mother's smile when I was 3 or Jean's laughter during our sunny picnic. But the letter? I don't remember. Librarian, do I need a doctor? There was so much writing, so many slips of paper passed, so many codes and phrases, yet never time for the truth. Dying can be especially difficult, especially for the ill-prepared. He needs to assimilate to his transition. So much to sort through, so much left undone and unsaid. He's no help now, we should leave. Even in this disreputable place, shots will draw police, and questions we can't answer. Perhaps his associates will provide an insight to Tipper's past. This might also calm his agitated spirit and produce more lucid responses. We should hurry to the train station. We cannot risk losing the chance to speak to them. We'll proceed and trust in our wits. They have not let us down so far. Rest assured, Tipper, we will return with clues to clear your confusion. Alrighty. Let's do what he asks. And then we'll come back. It's frightfully busy. How quickly the world moves now. At least if one is blinded by a hideous garment, you will be cured by the sight of a splendid alternative within moments. There are so many accents, and no one seems conspicuous. You may need to play the breathless, ingenuine, and approach some gentlemen. Only as a last resort, I might find it hard to be rid of the sort who fall for that act. But this lady... looking fine. We need to locate an observant witness. What about her? She appears approachable. Pardon, madam, I am somewhat lost. Eee! Calor! Do you not like the electricity in the clock? Did you see that? She caused the clocks to spin. Oh, that was her causing that. Incredible. I didn't realize it was possible, but I've only been irreverent since you summoned me. You must have come gladly. I can hardly coerce such an iconoclast. Perhaps it was due to her fury? I'm astonished no one else heard that wail. She has the emotional kick of a mule. This afterlife is far more complicated than I imagined. Sorry, miss. The train's packed. We've had delays as bedlam over there. But I merely wish to search for my friend on the platform. No one's allowed on platform 2 unless the train moves off at 3:40. But... I've my orders, miss. The freedom to go where one wishes is less thrilling if it is not resented. Slow down and read the words, Aaron. Drat it. I see. Have you met Tipper O'Grady? Push off, girl. I ain't interested. Hello. By chance, are you a friend of Tipper O'Grady? I know of a Seamus O'Grady, balding and bad-tempered git. That's not him. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt, but do you know a Tipper O'Grady? No, but how about you and me get a drink? Oh, I think I see him now. Bye. Pardon me, aren't you a friend of Tipper O'Grady? What? Who told you that? I hate the Irish. Ah, my mistake. Nice walk, darling. You should see me dance, but I'm wondering, do you know Tipper O'Grady? No. Never heard of him. I think that's a lie. All right, Oscar, I'm gonna get away from these people that make me uncomfortable. I'll stand right here. And Oscar, I'm gonna let you pull your weight. I love this design. Good afternoon, my dear lady. May I introduce myself? Bugger off. Well, it seems good manners also vanish upon death. Ah, la-di-da, Mr. Fancy Pants. I never cared for niceties when I was living, and they don't matter a damn when you're dead. Let us be straightforward, then. I am Oscar Wilde, returned to mentor young Jennifer, and I would appreciate your advice. She does remind me of my wee daughter, Sarah. Well, get on then. And you are? I used to be Mrs. Digby back when I was alive. Now I'm nothing. A wisp of the past. And unless it's too indelicate, how did you pass on? Last I remember was seeing the tracks as my life choked away. No voice to cry for help. I'm terribly sorry. That must have been upsetting. Can't get away. I'm stuck seeing people laugh and kiss and wave as they get on with their lives. Sometimes I get so mad. So you were surprised when Jennifer spoke to you? Now and then I spot a spook, but we're not chatty. Not like you, but breathers don't see us, well, never before. Have you heard of the name Tipper O'Grady around the station? Never heard of him. It was a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Digby. I must return to my friend. It ain't natural. A ghost knocking about with a breather? Let it be. And perhaps you should search for a way to move on to a new adventure. Don't you tell me how to unlive. Shove off. Good afternoon. Time don't matter when you're dead, idiot. Well, Jennifer, I did my best. We got no leads. No luck. How did you get on? I met a charming Mrs. Digby. She's quite the conversationalist. She expired on the platform and appears anchored to this place. It's ironic we're in a train station but going nowhere. We need a fresh perspective. I can hardly discuss this with just anyone. Your friend Helena's a reporter, correct? No doubt she has useful connections. Oscar, you genius! Certified, my dear. Okay. These are the two guys! Okay. Anyone else hovering around here? Can we eavesdrop? Fancy a bit of cheese after this? No. If we arrive in Seven Kings on time, I'll be crowned the next King of England. I could murder a pint. And he says to me, I love you, Millie, but I love me ma more. I can't wait to leave London behind. What odors and what dreadful press of common people. This dashed clock refuses my will. How did she move the clocks? Can we ask her that? Are we not allowed to talk to her anymore? Bugger off. A ghost woman. Well, I guess let's dip out to St. James's Park again, see if we can talk to Helena some more. I can't believe you sneaked out after I warned you not to investigate on your own. You could have been hurt. I hope you'll continue to trust me. Tipper is dead. I did meet another ghost. She did extraordinary things. She was able to move an object. That's incredible. I would love to discuss this with my Theosophical Society group. I didn't know you were a member. Our escapades in school inspired me to investigate the field. Oscar hypothesized that with a sufficient emotional charge, a ghost could affect the environment. That makes sense. Poltergeist activity is a well-documented phenomenon. Have you learned more about the ghost? Did we find a clue? No, she screeched like a barn owl and shot away. I hope you'll continue to trust me. Tipper is dead. My God, did you witness it? No, but his ghost told me to go to Liverpool Street Station. What did you discover? Very little. We could not find his contacts. Can I go down the other dialogue option? I found this clue. Don't have it all yet. Enough chit-chat. Salute! With sketches of his life with Papa. Hey, you wanna take over? Nope, okay. Alright. Jennifer. Are these sketches familiar, Tipper? Do they tether you to answers? Drat, that is not right. We must search anew and return. This dashed clock refuses my will. And then he's not gonna let us pass. Miss, I hate repeating myself. No entrance until 3:40. So we need to... We need to get her to do something. Can I do anything? Oscar spoke to the ghost. She was discovered on the tracks. Poor woman. I'm Mabel Digby. I followed a story about her death for the Times. Was it an accident? The inquest ruled it death by misadventure, but I have long suspected it was foul play. What a marvelous opportunity. You could communicate with Mrs. Digby and establish what truly occurred. For you, my dear Helena, anything, plus you are putting me up in your flat. Darling Helena, normally I would do whatever you request, but I can't let Papa's trail go cold. You're putting me up in your flat. You star, I even have a copy of my article on me. Might this article focus Mrs. Digby's mind and allow her to remember the circumstances of her death? They called you a genius for a reason. But even a genius phantom cannot carry a physical object for long. I'll take it. The police might also have an update. I'm a persona non grata at the station thanks to my last expose on police brutality, so they will give me nothing. Here, let me mark the station on your map. Perhaps you can ferret out a clue. Merci, Helena. I will endeavour to decipher your enigma. Mrs. Digby was taken from her little girl Jenny. That child Mrs. Digby was taken from her little girl Jenny. That child deserves answers for when she is older. I intend to give them to her. Enough chit-chat. Salute. A new location. Don't tell the filth nothing. We were in the boozer all night together, get it? Who knew I'd become a connoisseur of police stations? That's a great face. Detective Dawson, them damn lights are playing up again. Sergeant Clark, do you mistake me for an electrician? But sir, you know the trick of it, otherwise it'll be flickering until I can get a hold of Billy Hall, and he's always flat out. Let's see if I can nudge it into cooperation. Cheers, sir. Well, this feels like a pretty good place to leave this episode of Jennifer Wilde, Unlikely Revolutionaries. We just keep digging ourselves into a hole, and I have no idea how it's going to play out. I have so many questions, and I cannot wait to find out all the answers. But thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye!